forget. I like Restream better, so I forgot how to do StreamYard. Restream wasn't working for me. I suspect why, but like I didn't have time to go through whatever to fix it because then I just changed my mind and go do something else. So anyway, I just got my package from Amazon, and so with all the other coloring supplies that I bought along with these guys, the distress. Oh, that light's bad. The distress. Oh, close to the camera. Good lord. Um, with the distress watercolor pencils. Can I do something about that? Guess I can a little bit. One of the many things I'll be working on after tomorrow when I'm done with work for a little bit. Anyway, yeah. So let's see what I got. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I already ripped open the package on the first live I tried. Underneath here, I have a picture that I think I'm gonna color in tonight. That's out of World of Wonder. But until then, pulling out of the package, and let's make sure nothing's wrong. Is that everything? Yes, it is. Okay. Da-da-da-da. So this is what I purchased. What's this thing? I don't know what that is. This thing, garbage. If you hear a noise in the background, which I hope you don't, it's a fan that I have going on my my computer hard drive because I'm upstairs, and so even though it's like pleasant outside, it's not hot. The heat goes up, and upstairs is hot, so I'm hoping there's sound. Can you test sound while you're here? Settings, audio. Can I test my audio? Yeah, it says it's working. Okay, so I'm good. Yeah, so this is what I got in addition to the distress watercolor pencils. So I got the Faber-Castell gelatos, and it's like this kit that has things you can experiment with it. And I thought that's good for me because I don't know this medium really at all. I'm just like colored pencils, and that's usually where I have resided. And so, just for experimentation's sake, I just bought this whole kit. Which I guess I don't know. Who knows when I'm gonna get the color? Because if I unbox this, I got to figure out everything that's in there. And then so these. What are these? I gotta look in the. They're the Don't make me read it off the pencil. I can say how to. Lyra, Rembrandt, Blender, a Splendor Blender. Hey Evelyn. I just went kind of. I was looking at someone's pages this week, and I'd have to look up the name to see where it is, which I can do on my other computer. But I actually posted her page and one of her videos, and I was looking at her work and her coloring basically. And one of the books she colored in was the Worlds of Wonder by Johanna Basford. And this one page that she did, I looked at it and I was like, oh my God, I didn't even recognize the page because hers looks like out of this world. It's gorgeous. And mine is like so like blah. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, how did she like transform that page? So I don't know. I think that might have been part of my inspiration for buying more different things other than pencils. But yeah, I kind of had been looking at these things for a while and saying, well, I'm not quite ready for it. Now I feel like I might be kind of ready for it, especially since I'm going to have the time to play a little bit more. The other thing I purchased was, oh, that was loud. Sorry about that. I purchased more Marabou art crayons, and these are actually glitter and they're watercolor instead of being more oil based, like the ones the first set that I have. So, set here? Yeah, it actually is here. This is the set that I have already, and I do like them a lot, but they're wax based, so they're not water soluble. And there's some times when they work really. I mean, I like them, um, but there's there's just some things you can't really do with them. Like you can't go over them with pencil. And so there's sometimes where I do want to do that, and I can't do that with these. So I had themed these on there, and are these the glitter ones or the regular ones? I don't even know now. All it says on the outside is art crayon. Art crayon. What's it say on here? Hold on, let me look. Oh, it says Marabou Art Crayons Shimmer Set. 10 highly pigmented metallic watercolor crayons. Smooth and easy blending, water-soluble crayons for mixed media artists. And they were $23.99. So, yeah, I haven't used gelatos really either. I guess the Marabou crayons are kind of like that, I guess. But they're most of them I think are that people are using in their coloring books are the water-based ones, I think. So and I don't know, I've heard things about the Neo colors and I think these might be similar, but I don't know, I just wasn't feeling going there right now. I don't know. I don't know why. I guess I like to be different. So we're gonna open these first, and maybe let me get rid of this one, and I'm gonna do that last because that looks like a whole production, that Faber-Castell thing. So I'm gonna do those last. Okay, so I'm just gonna dump them all out because I'm just like really like elephant in the china shop. So yeah, I do like the Marabou art crayons. I like the waxiness of them, and they're nice. Like if you're not planning on coloring over it with anything other than maybe more of the art crayon. Yeah, I do like them. They gave me some nice coverage in some of the books I did, and they're good for me with trying to figure out backgrounds, which I'm lousy at. So, um, so here they are, shimmers, and I don't really want to swatch, but I probably shouldn't I? Let's see. I got paper everywhere, but do I have blank paper anywhere? That's the question. Let's see. Maybe I can use what I did those. Oh, that's kind of awkward, huh? This is why, I know unboxings. I know I like to watch them, and I know other people like to watch them, but I don't think I like to do them. But I like to do them because I know people want to know how certain things work, and so other people may have videos out about this, but I will listen to swatch them. Okay, I'll do it for you. See, I do this for other people, not really for me, because I know, like, when you see somebody with what they're using, you want to see them, like, you know, you want to see them use it to see what happens with it. And so, I mean, it's only logical. I like these colors. I like that, and I can kind of see the shimmer through the pencil. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see it maybe like there. You can tell. So I think these are going to be interesting because I do like the wax-based ones. These being watercolor, that's like an extra bonus, I think, because of you can add water or not. I tend to not because, like I'm a klutz. I don't want water on my desk. So unless I have a designated art spot, I can't do the water. Can't do the water. Can't do anything messy, too liquidy. It has to be very contained. So let's do some swatching. So this one is Do they have a color name on it? Where is the color name? Is it on the box? Not on the box. I don't know. Does this say? Let me see if it says online. Oh, okay. So this is lemon. It might be on here. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really tell. I don't feel like putting my glasses on either. Okay, so this is the yellow. It's nice. It feels kind of waxy. It feels similar to the wax-based ones. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. I like how it feels. I'm weird. It's kind of nice. Looks like it has a little shimmer to it. Well, it's supposed to have a shimmer to it, isn't it? Hmm. Should I do another one? By it or under it? I think I'm going to do it under it. Because I'm going to do one with water. Let's do the circle for the water one. Or kind of a circle. Something like that. So $23.99. They were 20% off. Yeah, I think that kind of like got me to do it. Because the original price is $29.99. And I was like, mm-mm. But when I saw the $23.99, I'm like, well, I could do that. So I did. Okay, so I am gonna do after that one. I'm gonna do what's this one? Copper. So this is kind of funny. I don't even think I have all the wax-based ones open yet. Um, and I'm gonna open all of these just so I can swatch them. So, which I think I really do want to do just to see how they all are. So it's a copper. It's pretty. Who's that? Is that extra stuff on there? Is this what the tips are like on them? And they maybe smooth? Yeah. Like you can um twist this and they go up or down, you know. Oh, okay. Um so lemon and copper. And I'm gonna do a little I should wipe my finger off a little bit. Yeah, I had a long day of crunching numbers, so I'm like good for nothing really intense tonight. I'm just like let me watch a movie before I go to bed just to do something relaxing before my final meeting. I'll do a little more on here just to see. Yeah, so I'm thinking I bought these specifically thinking of backgrounds. Um, I'm not really feeling the dry things too much. Hello. So that, I don't know if you can really see the shimmer with that one because I rubbed it so much, but I'm not going to use it up a lot. So I'm going to put these back in the box. So they don't come in a special case or anything, which is like, no biggie. And so now, what do I want to do? I'm saving the ones down below them for water. Woo! And they're rolling. So I got to open this one. Choo choo choo. Let's do it all on camera. Why not? So all these things keep rolling on the side. I don't know if Evelyn is still here. Oh, there. Oh, she is still here. I don't know what's wrong with this StreamYard thing. It's weird how it shows. It's not showing. I don't know people that are here, but whatever. Oh, I don't wanna. It's not that hard. It really isn't. It's just me. And because I'm a klutz, I'm like, oh, I'm going to make a mess if I don't. Oh, well, welcome. It's nice to have you, Gaga. Nice to meet you. And if you have a page, I'm going to look for you so I can check out what you do and sub. So that's the silver. Okay, you can really see the shine on this one. Okay, you can see the shine on the copper too. You couldn't see it once I rubbed it out, which is something I probably need to remember. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Well, thank you for sharing. We appreciate that. Nice to meet you, Trudy. I like that name, Trudy. There's somebody that I think I've only known one other person named Trudy, and I didn't ever meet her in person, but she's the person that got me started gardening in a big way. And then she won't mind me saying her name because she is a internet person. She's got a whole organization and everything, but her name is Trudy Davidoff, and she started this whole effort with winter sewing that started off on what was the name? It started off on Garden Web, from at least when I hooked up with it, and yeah, and because of Trudy, I have umpteen garden beds. They're not in great shape right now, but back then they were exploding with all kinds of flowers and plants. And like before that, no matter whether the plant was indoors or outdoors, I killed it. So she gave me my green thumb. Trudy Davidoff. Bless her heart. Her ears are probably ringing right now. Okay, so let's and see, I'm a finger blender. I'm just like I said. I'm not a mistress with coloring. I'm just kind of bombastic with it. So obviously, I don't know. It's weird. It's like I don't know if I rubbed it out too much, but the yellow still has a shimmer. But that might be because I went over it more than once. But I went over the copper more than once too, and that didn't didn't shimmer, did it? Just checking to see what it does. Okay, now that has a little shimmer, and I gave it a little. I didn't rub it so like aggressively as I did the other one. So there's still a little shimmer, I think, to it. Yeah, move the page a little bit. Oh, yeah, it does. It does have a little shimmer still. I think I'm really gonna like these. I really do. Okay, where do we want to go? I think I'm gonna go to this. Or do I want the green? Let's go to the green. And open this one up. There must be an easier way. Not that this is hard. These things crack pretty easily, but when you want to get to all of them so you can start coloring, it's another thing. Okay, so let's do the green. They're really smooth, and that's what I like about the wax ones too. Is they just go on. They're so smooth. It's wonderful. Oh, thank you, Trudy. I'm gonna call you Trudy. See, I'm gonna remember your name now too because of Trudy Davidoff. So I think you can do this lower than what's already there. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. So let's try this one. And I'm gonna rub this a little bit. Let's just see. They're so smooth. I love that. I just love that. Like I was saying about the distressed watercolor pencils when I did that live a few hours ago. I'm really like sensitive about the texture, like how it feels when I'm putting it down. There's part of that, and I think that's why I like oil painting, is because of the sensation of putting um pigment mixed with oil, how it feels. Um, no, these are actually Marabou. Marabou, the watercolor art crayons. They're shimmer. The formal title name of them is Marabou Art Crayons Shimmer Set. And these are different from their other set, which is wax based. Where did I just put that box? I just had it. Their other set is wax based art crayons, and these are actually water soluble. So, yeah, the name is Marabou. So, here's the green. I'm gonna mix the water with these after I swatch them all, just to see. Over here is where I swatched some of the some of these. I didn't do all of them. The Distress watercolor pencil set. So at some point I might, just do a little swatch of these, just because, so I can see what they look like, basically. Yeah, I don't know, this whole gelato thing is like new to me. So, it's almost like with the pencils, like finding out which ones you like, and how they work for you is the thing. And from there you decide whether you ever buy them again or not. And then I usually get things trying to figure out, knowing from the beginning how I suspect I may be able to use them, because I don't want anything to be useless to me. I don't want to be buying it just for the sake of buying it. Um, so that's this one is called, okay, there's a lavender, there's a lilac. This is the lilac. Okay, me and lilac. Whole story behind that. Lilac and lavender. It's weird because the lavender looks more like a purple, and the lilac looks like a lavender. But okay, see what I mean? I get obsessed about it. I almost think I need a like a wet rag or something to really blend this, because I only got so many fingers. Truth be told, I may just be doing this just because I blending it like this just because I like the way it feels. Because I'm weird like that. Just wondering how much shimmer it would leave on a coloring page if you blended it in a little bit. I do see a little shimmer. Yeah, there is a little shimmer. Okay. Next, we're going to do the lavender that looks like purple. Sorry if you don't like that noise. My nails on this. I feel like I'm making opening them much harder than it really is, because that seam is really light. Sticking to me. This is the lavender. And see shimmer. Okay. So I run out of fingers. Huh. Shimmer. The shimmer. I kind of rubbed that one kind of weird. I wonder if I think I rubbed the life out of that one. Something to remember. Don't rub the life out of it. Must be a little gentler this time. Let's see. Shimmer. I still have some acrylic paints that I got. Those, what are they called? The ones from Target that I still have to use. But again, I need space on my desk because I don't want a whole lot of liquid because I can be kind of crazy with liquids. Okay, so now I'm going to do this one on the end. Oops, but I gotta unwrap it first. So this is, oh, what color is this one? It is so sky blue and brilliant blue. So this must be the sky blue. So it's a little bit lighter, slightly lighter than the brilliant blue. Ooh, that's pretty. So now we're going to do the brilliant blue. What's that seam? Get my finger underneath the seam. There we go. Okay. So this is brilliant blue. Woo! That looks like that has a takeover spirit, this one. Put that down. Nothing else is going in its place. Okay. I feel like this one is probably pretty powerful. There we go. There's the angle for the shimmer. Shimmer angle. Money shot. Ooh. I really like these. I've been looking at them for a while. I was like, do I need shimmer? Do I need shimmer? The more I start coloring some pages, though, the more it seems like, yeah, you do need a little shimmer. And metallic pencils alone can't really do that. So, Aw, that's so nice, Trudy. Yeah, there's some people like whose voices is just really just to have them on and listen to them or to watch them working is just like it's relaxing. Yeah. So, uh, I don't know why I'm making a big deal of taking these caps off. I think it's because I'm trying to do it underneath the webcam. So I'm like trying to be Vanna White with it, and I'm not Vanna White. If anybody remembers Vanna White, who was that? What was she on? Like, what show was that? It wasn't Wheel of Fortune, was it? One of them shows. Okay, so this color is okay. There's two pinks, and this is the darker one. So this is raspberry. So I'm going to shade one. And the other one for water. Okay, where's the money shot? We need the money shot. There it is. There's the shimmer. I probably could bring more out with it if I coat it again. I don't know that I want to do that though. Aww. And I think we think the same thing about voices going the other way. If I hear someone that has either the British or Irish, I am like it's like immediately relaxing for me. Weird how that is. Okay, so this one, last one, wrappers off. And this is raspberry or rose pink. I forgot just that quick. Rose pink. Rose pink is the lighter one. And here we go. I just love how these crayons feel. So I'm kind of curious how the Faber-Castell ones are going to be in comparison with how they go down on the paper, how they feel going down on the paper. So here we go. And blend this one. This pink. And kind of compare the colors too. Yeah, there's a definite difference between them. Yeah, they're really, I really like them. I have one, I do have a disaster with them though in the Hannah Carlton book, and it's like it can. There's no way backing out of it. So like I'll have to show that sometime soon because I think I had to stop coloring those books because it's like I don't know what I'm doing and I'm just like putting stuff down and I may not be happy afterwards. And I love this book too much to just keep barreling through it like a elephant in a china shop. So yeah, I'll share that sometime. It's kind of funny and there's no turning back. And I was actually thinking today, like maybe I need to get another Tales of the Forest book because I really like that book and I really messed up a couple pages in there. I really don't like them. But so again, these are the Marabou Art Crayons Shimmer Set. It has 10 highly pigmented metallic watercolor crayons that are smooth and easy blending, water soluble. Um, they definitely are smooth. I can tell you that much. I really like how they go down that way. And now we're going to try out the water part as soon as I can find. I had some water from earlier. Where did I put that set? It's a little setup, but it was a setup. Maybe gone. What did I do with it all? I don't know. I gotta get some more water. Be right back. Have a little cap. I don't know where it went. I don't know. Be right back. Oh, okay, so oh, as I pray that I do not spill anything. Okay. Oh, it's the same with me, Trudy. I don't like my voice. I don't like hearing it at all. Ugh, ugh. And right now, I also have the complication of braces, but I almost don't mind that too much. But because I already didn't really care for my voice, so it's like. But now sometimes I sound like I'm talking and like I got a lisp or whatever else. 'Cause- okay, so water. Let's go with the water. I'm just using very little because I'm like, I'm not going to try to blend the whole thing out. I'm not good with watercolors at all. Like, to say I'm not good is like an understatement. So all I'm doing is applying water. That's it. There is no technique here whatsoever. You can be sure of that. It's just kind of see how it blends. And it really, I gotta tell you, I like how it moves with the water. It's not all over the place. Like the pencils, the distress pencils, it kind of like, fades or whatever, Um, I didn't press down hard with them at all because I don't know, I just didn't. But on this one, I did more than one layer of the distressed pencil. And so it's kind of, like muted. Um, these were like more muted than this one where I did more than one layer of the pencil. But then if you look at that compared to these, the Marabou crayons, that's still decent color there. That's decent, like pigment, dark, like, yeah. So, oh, thanks, Trudy. Yeah, I'm gonna need some things to listen to, like definitely, definitely tomorrow morning before I'm preparing for a meeting. So you're on my list for probably what I'll be doing first. I'll be listening to first. So here we go. Yeah, see, this might make me like watercolors, all right? And this might be something that Bubbles already knew, and that Coloring View already knew was that, like, you get more when you use those, I don't know, gelato thingies and stuff, you get more pigment, more color. And I love more color. Period. The end. So afterwards, I'm going to check and see how much shimmer is left of all of them. But I'm just going to like apply the water to them all first, just because you know I feel like I need to be careful with water on my desk, so everything doesn't like get everywhere. I do kind of wonder how draggable the color is too. Hmm, interesting. Okay, I think I'm really feeling good about my purchase here. I think this is going to do something for me that I want and that I'm able to work with. Yeah, I don't have the Karen Dash palette, and actually, you know what? I do have two little paint palettes that I still have to try, and I haven't swatched or anything. But um I think I got it because I watched Bubbles Studio and she swatched them. But I just realized that I have those, and I'm not sure. Well, they're like the little squares in the thing. Um, yeah, and I still have to try those too. So that's another thing I need to try out this summer. But I think in part, like again, like I get scared of anything that seems like watercolor because I don't know. It's I don't know. It's some weird personal hidden thing that I don't know why it intimidates me, but I think I just think of it in terms of why I like oil painting instead of watercolor painting, and I don't want to have to try to control anything. I like working with the wildness or whatever, and like if you try to do that with watercolor, you're dead. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, some weird personal thing, but yeah, they're definitely that's something that, and I probably should. I need to pull those out somehow, some way, because I bought them, but I didn't try them out yet because I feel like they're gonna be good for me someday, but I don't. I I thought I was ready for them at the time, but was my voice cracking. But then I was like, I didn't have the the time actually to do it or the space to do it. I needed to get my desk cleaned off, so Trudy says I use the palette to put my Neocolor twos on before putting. Oh, I see what you mean. So you like rub it into the empty palette or whatever, the little spot, and then yeah, okay, and then you do the dip and whatever. Yeah, I get that. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah, because if you go straight on, yeah, and that would be my tendency too. It's just like, ah, yes, it was a color. Because color, I get mesmerized by color and I forget about anything else. And then I look at it, it's like, oh, what have I done? Now I got to fix it. So I'm just goofy. So this is the bronze, I think, or copper. What's it called again? What's the name? Copper. Ooh, okay. The water seems to really like this one. That's where it comes out because it wasn't so much with here, but with the water, it's like the shimmer comes out more. That's interesting. And this is the silver. Man, I love how rich these colors are. Yeah, yeah. That's why. That's why I'm thinking about buying another Tales of the Forest Kingdom. Is because it's like, whoa, what I've done to this page. It's like, oh my gosh. And this is the emerald. I think what do you call it? I took too much water off the brush. I can't think of the other word I was trying to say. I like how these feel controllable, which I never feel like my past experience with watercolors. What little experience I had was like, they're uncontrollable. Ah, no. But yeah, I feel like this gives you more control. And here's the last one, which is this is the sky blue. And I took too much water off of that too. I don't know. I may not be coloring after this. Let me just but this is because this has me thinking, okay, like how do I use them now? Where do I want to use them first? Ooh, these blues are beautiful. Okay, so now I'm gonna get this water out the way. It's got in a little cap. Turn it sideways, just a little cap. So that if it spills, it's not going to cause a disaster in my area. Okay, so let's look at shimmer test, shimmer test. In mine, I'm total novice, so like that gives you an idea of just how much I can do with it. Like how much pigment to water I want to think about with them. Interesting. So again, these are the Mirabu Art Crayons Shimmer Set, and they're water soluble. And they were 20. They're right now they're $23.99 on Amazon, and the list price of them is $29.99. So yeah. So have I used Coliro or Finetech watercolor paints? No, because I don't do watercolor. Watercolor scares me. So I'm just now venturing out into anything that really involves, water. Yeah. So that's those. Now I'm gonna move this. Well, yeah, because I don't want to get it. I don't want to mess it up. Let's see. Ooh, yeah. Now that I move it to another area beside me, and I can see that shimmer more. Oh, that's wild. Hmm. I think I like them. Ah, for highlights. Cool. Well, if you use them in your video, then I'll be able to check them out and see how they work. And that's another benefit for watching. Benefit. That's a hard word for me to say today. Of watching other people's videos is seeing how they work with different things. Um, and how do I open this? It's got like this little hook thing, like it's been hanging somewhere. What's that? Oh, there's two things here, but I don't know. Am I supposed to press those? No, or is that? Oh, that's the actual tape. Hello. I have something here I can open them with. Where is it? Here's my little nail file. Where's the seam? Where's the seam? What the heck? Let me open it. So this is a kit, Faber-Castell gelatos. And I got this instead of getting just the straight gelatos because, like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing again. And so I thought it might be nice to have this little kit that it says, let me show you the bottom. It says Explore 7 Mixed Media Techniques. So it has other stuff in here. What does it say on the outside of this? Um, so there are 10 gelatos. It says 6 iridescents, and these are the colors: Odyssey, Supernova, Stardust, Nebula, Comet, Black Hole. Then it has 4 metallics. So we got more metallics. Um, Metallic grape, silver ice, ice chai, metallic icing. So it looks like you can get more metallics. Not sure if I needed more metallics, but that's okay. This will give me an idea of how these things work, and how they're different from the Marabou art crayons. Because I actually saw a video. I watched a video a couple months ago of someone who was comparing the Caran d'Ache, the Faber Castells, the Marabou, and then another brand, which I can't remember right now, of like art crayons, gelato-ish kinds of things. Um, and um, and I could see how each one worked for a particular function, you know. And I think I saved it under my coloring ideas playlist on my channel, because I am one, I wanted it for reference for me, but it's public so that other people have it for reference too. Um, and So also here, in addition to having the gelatos, the 10 gelatos, it has a rubber stamp, a stencil, this thing, and I guess this is the rubber stamp. Mixed media transfer, flowers. Oh, so it's this. Okay, that's interesting. Has gesso. Wow. 0.2 fluid ounces, 6 milliliters. Um, a mini water brush, which I already have some of those, but that's okay. This one, I don't know, might be thicker. That looks interesting. Has a wood stick, a split ring. I don't even know what that does, but we're gonna find out. Um, and 7 surfaces. That's kind of nice. Has black embossed paper, floral embossed paper, gold foil paper, resist paper, watercolor paper, corrugate, and canvas. Then it has a 22-page illustrated design guide. So I thought this was nice because it would help me understand the possibilities of the gelato, and how it works, like understand its properties, which is a big thing with me, was trying to figure out, using all these other things for multimedia or whatever, which mostly, like, I intend to use it in coloring books, but like doing the oh, is that what it is? The split ring is for putting your papers together. Ah, okay. Yeah, I only started doing videos like what, like, I don't know, January or something, not that long. Um, and yeah, the technical stuff can be kind of annoying, and I don't have like any elaborate setup or anything. It's more like MacGyver, make it work. Um, so I don't know. I don't even know why I come on. I don't know why. I started like with color alongs. I was doing color alongs online live with Coloring View um and and others, and so I don't know. It just was like, then one day I just did it. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, and they show the holes right here. Interesting. Yeah, I watched some videos when I was trying to find out. I don't know if this is related or not, but it came up in my head. When I was watching videos, realizing, oh wait, these aren't distress inks, they're distress oxides, and they're something different. So I was watching videos to find out, well, how do you use them? And then I found out, well, they're actually similar. They just work slightly different from each other, the distress oxide versus the distress inks. And what happened? Oh, when I was watching some of the videos, it was a lot of card makers were using these and the distress inks. So, excuse me, I need a drink. I could feel something in my throat getting ready to get kind of crazy. Sip of coffee, not the best drink, but was necessary. Yeah, so and I saw them going over oops, sorry, distress oxide. They were going over it like scraping the whole thing against the card. I was like, oh my god, I can't do that in a coloring book. But and why did I bring that up? Why did I bring that up? I can't remember why I brought that up. But anyway, so I don't know. Maybe so doing some other things with some of these supplies might help me understand the properties of them as well when I use them in a coloring book. So I don't know. I don't know why that came up when I was seeing these, but it did. I don't know. Hey Bubbles, I was just talking about you. About 1, 2, 3 times or something. So yeah, so that's what's in this package, and I'm probably just going to sit and do some of the things that it says, and I think that's why I brought up the distress oxides, because I probably am going to do some of these things just to figure out how do these things work, you know, and I might bring the distress oxides into it too, just to try and figure it out. And this kit was $23.98. And I'm actually gonna open the package as soon as I gotta remember again. How do I get in here? I'm tempted to just go through the bottom, but packaging these days is like, in some ways it's good because they make them. Excuse me. They try to be efficient with it, and then sometimes, and they also try to make it like steel proof, which is sad that they have to do that. But then that also kind of makes them really hard to get into. And I'm gonna use my nail file to get in there and see this stuff for real. And then I got to figure out how I'm going to get it back in the box again. Who knows how that's going to happen. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Unboxing. I just dump it all like, ready or not. Is that everything? Ready or not. Okay. Well, that might not be too hard to get back in there. They did that. Okay. So here's. Oh yeah, and I remember seeing when I saw the person demonstrate these, I was like, I don't like these tubes. I'm a snob. But I was like, I don't like these tubes because like how the art crayons, they're kind of crayon-y, if that's a word, crayon-y. And these are like, I don't know, kind of like lipstick. But whatever. I may find out that I like how they work in the tubes. So that's the colors. Ooh, they're green. I won't be swatching these tonight, but maybe I'll do that Friday or Saturday or something. I find I'm gonna need to do something that's far away from my desk for a little bit because like I've spent, I don't know, 6 months at my desk. Like I need to get away from my desk. Part of that will be gardening, I'm sure. And oh wow, this stamp is huge. What's on it? Mm. How does this work? I'm trying not to rip it all apart like an insane person. But... Okay, there we go. Let's get that tape. Something else that I have. I at one point before I started coloring, and I was wanting or was thinking of getting into. Good night, Trudy. Nice to meet you. Have a good sleep. Sleep well. As my Danish friend used to say, so good, which means sleep good. So good. Oh, wow. This is a stamp with special stuff on it. Where it says this on it. So it's kind of random. Interesting. Okay, so I'm praying now that this doesn't start some other craze for me, like the rubber stamp people, the card making people. Let's say a little prayer for that. Yeah, nighty night. Yeah, when we were growing up, we always used to say night night. Take the tape off of these things. Here's the ring for the paper. The water brush. Let's get a tip on that brush. Oh, it's a. What is it? It looks so huge on camera. It's not really that huge. It's not, or is it? It does look a little bigger than some of the other, like than the brushes I have. The tip looks a little bigger. Yeah, it looks. I don't know. It looks a little thicker than some. I don't like that hair sticking out the end of it. Little spray bottle. Oh, it's like how cute. The stick and the gelato. They're just little sizes, just to experiment with, which is good. I can use that. Try it out and see how it works before I go in all the way. And it's just the paper and the template. And the tape. The tape. Let's do it without too much trouble. How long have I been on here? Woo! An hour. That's a long time. So I may not color tonight. These are the papers. I don't know. It seems like so much when when you look at the back of the box. Then I look at it here, and it's like, well, really, it's not that much. But one thing is, though, to think of what it can become. That's what creating is about. What it can become. Now, what do you do with this paper? I'm curious. Huh. Oh, look at that. It's canvas. Okay, I'm having like a memory right now. I have a whole big tall roll of canvas that's like leaning against the wall. Excuse me. In a room downstairs that like I would, I used to cut out to make my own canvases with stretcher bars and all that. Whole roll. And it's going to waste. This is sitting there waiting for me to get my painting space back. I don't know. Maybe I'll make my husband do something about that this summer. Okay, this is it. I need to paint. This has to, like, we got to do this. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. It's like it has a roadmap or something on it. I don't know if you can see that. It's textured. What's that one called? It's called? Of the papers, it's this one. There's a paper, mixed media, transfer flowers, black embossed paper, floral embossed. Oh, so that must be the floral embossed. No. Resist paper, watercolor paper, corrugate canvas. Which one is that? This is the gold. This is the canvas. This is the is this watercolor paper? This is must be the gold foil paper. So what is? Oh, here's the black. This is black. Black embossed paper. Floral embossed paper. Wait a minute. Oh, so this is the back of. Okay, so it's not this part I'm supposed to be looking at. Even though I'm fascinated with this side of it, I'm supposed to be looking at this side of it. Okay. So that's the papers. That's interesting. And paper, your surface is important that you're working with. And so that'll be interesting to kind of play with that too. Okay. And then there's the book, which I'm going to look in because I think that has directions for the kit. Uh-oh, how was this in here again? Was it all in there? I think it was all in there. Okay. So the book. Oh, there's more in here too. This might actually, I don't know, this might actually get me into one, doing some things with the Zentangle stuff that I have, and two, help me figure out things for creating coloring pages. So it kind of has other functions too. For me, everything's connected. I don't know. I posted a video today from a channel I just found today because of the video that was talking about making art. And it was a video with Basquiat talking about Jean-Michel Basquiat's process in creating. And I thought it was just really good advice just for creating, I don't know. Well, for creating art, and anything that's creative visually. Excuse me, you might be able to apply it other ways as well, but I just found it really, I don't know, some of the statements in there seemed kind of profound. I don't know if it was just because I was too tired or what, but like, I did post it on my wall today because I thought, So this is it's D, which is the mixed media transfer flowers. It's a transfer paper. Interesting. Huh. And then design guide. So to tell you, so tools and materials, tells you about Faber-Castell, tells you how to fill the water brush, tells you about the gelatos, basic notions, or is that a part of that? Is it de gelatos? I don't know. Techniques, something I need to know. Dry techniques with gelatos, wet techniques with gelatos, mixed media transfers with gelatos, stamping with gelatos. I don't know if I'll be doing that. That seems like a waste of the gelatos for me. But you never know. That actually might work stamping for coloring pages, although that means then you have to buy stamps, which like I'm trying to stay out of that place area. Then mixing mediums with gelatos. Ooh. Which yeah, yeah, that sounds interesting. So don't they take you through actual projects, I think. I thought. Tools you'll need. I probably need a silicone mat or something like that. Not in a hurry. How to fill your water brush. Basics. Tell you about blending, edging, bold color. Oh, and they say use the broad stick for covering large areas. Huh. It's basically a popsicle stick. That's what they gave. Which is good. They gave a popsicle stick. That's the broad stick. I feel cheated. Anyway, they talk about spritzing it with water, dripping. It says apply gelatos to one side of your paper. Use your misting bottle to wet the surface. Tilt your work and let the color drip down the page. Experiment with varying amounts of water. I'm thinking I probably won't be doing that because I'll wind up with a mess. But I've already talked about me and water at my desk. Oh, look what they did. So they're working with the embossed paper. So they're telling you what to do. Yeah, I may do that. They give you all the steps from beginning. Well, that looks like something fun to do, just to do. Cool. More techniques. And the black embossed paper, which has these angle things on there, upraised on it. Huh. Oh, that's where they use the gesso. I may not be using the gesso for that. I may save it for something else in a coloring book. Just because it's in a little applicator thing. Is mine in a little applicator thing? Can you imagine? I wonder if it's refillable. Ooh. That sounds interesting to me. To be able to apply gesso like that instead of like with a brush. I don't know. Or something. I don't know. Wood's burning in my head. Sorry. And then which one is this? Oh, this is with the stencil, which is what I've seen people do in coloring books, is using the gelatos with stencils, which is something that, I would kind of like to do, but I feel like, I don't know, I can see myself wasting a whole lot of doing it, so I got to figure out the right way to do it. Oh, cool. It's a beehive. The beehive background. Ooh, they got a little smudgy in there. I wouldn't want that. That's not my goal, that smudge. Sorry. It's nice to see that they smudged it, though. I don't feel so bad now if I do it. Pretty colors. What's this one? Wet techniques with gelato. Okay, so now here they are using the spray bottle, probably. Take the color Stardust and scrape a little bit of the pigment into the misting bottle. This little tiny bottle here. This one. And prepare a cup for paint water. Um, Wait, select the. Oh no! Oh no! I went to step one and then. Okay, so take the color Stardust and scrape a little bit of the pigment into the misting bottle. Fill the water so it is approximately 70% full and shake to mix. Can you imagine? Oh, that's wild. Can you imagine doing that with a coloring page? How would that work? To be able to mist your page with the pigment before you go in and color. I'm intrigued. If you want the color more saturated, add more pigment and repeat the last step. Let dry. Select the color Supernova. Okay, so first they did it with the color Stardust. Then next they say select the color Supernova and repeat the last step to add a shimmery orange color to your sheet and let dry. Wow. Okay, like you could do that. You could do this spray thing and like also like have a stencil down. Like I have some plastic stencils. Tape it down, spray different colors instead of coloring it, like rubbing the. Okay, my brain's going now. Okay. Then they did it again with metallic gray. Interesting. Or you could tape off in a coloring book, you could tape off the image in your page, like cover it. Like you could even like take I don't know, something that's square or whatever, wherever the color is, like say with this fish, take something that just covers Mr. Fish and maybe that just covers the border and Mr. Fish, and then spray it with the pigment in the water. Okay, Evelyn, thanks for being here and sharing. Have a good night. Happy editing. I hope it's painless. Praying for painless editing for Evelyn. So you could cover these with something, I don't know, tape down paper or whatever on it, and then put pigment in the little spray bottle and spray this. So that it wouldn't hit that, but it would hit everything around it. I don't know. What would happen if you did that after you colored this as well and you did that spray method? Hmm. Hmm. I don't know, just thinking aloud. Hope that helps somebody. I don't know. So then more techniques on the gold foil. Okay, I don't even want to go here. That's like too much for me. The transfer thing. I don't know that I like that on the gold, to be honest. It's just what they did though. Yeah, I'm not too interested in that one. Stamping. Oh, okay, this is what they did on the corrugated. So they say color the stamp with the gelatos and then lightly spray the stump with water from the misting bottle. Plan where you want the stamped image to be seen and place your stamp on your project and press firmly. Lift your stamp to reveal the stamped image. Repeat this step. And see, again, this kind of reminds me of that person I saw in that video taking the distress oxide, and like they were scraping this whole thing down on their page. I was like, oh my god. But like that's how she got her color. And I was thinking, I don't think that would work in a coloring book. How would you do that on a coloring page? Because it looked like the easiest way to get the color down, but it's also like not gonna, I mean, you can't get rid of it once it's down there on a coloring. So in a coloring page, I'm not really gonna work because you can't erase away, and that is too big for that space. So I don't know. It boggled my mind. I was like, why did I get these again? What am I doing with them? I'll figure something out though. Okay, some more of this stencil, and what's this one? Mixing mediums with gelatos. What medium are they mixing? So they're using gelato and gesso with use a palette knife to blend Starburst Gelato's pigment into the gesso. Add sparingly, a little goes a long way. Okay, so that's what they did. I see. That sounds like too much work though. Too much work for me. I'll try some of the ones earlier in the book though. Interesting. Okay, so that is all of this stuff is from the kit. Creating with gelatos, and it was, how much was it again? It was $23.98, and I just figured I just wanted to see. I wanted something to see how the gelatos work and something to kind of guide me with them. And so that's why I happened to get this set. Where am I? Oh, oh brother. Back to home. Do we have them on here separate? Yeah, I saw some other things that they had, like the sticks and things. I was like, nope, nope, well, that looks like a mess for me. Nope, 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 nope. And this just seemed like the best option for me to try and figure out how these things work. And I'm trying to see if I can get the other keyboard. I don't feel like doing that right now, so I'm not gonna. And then these are this is the page that I swatched with the Marabou shimmer water soluble art crayons. There's like 10 of them, $23.99. List price $29.99. Got them on Amazon. They pretty much look just like the wax based ones. So I'm gonna have, okay, they do say shimmer on them, so I can know the difference between them like that. Yeah, and they do have shimmer, and they are really smooth. So I think I've been on here long enough. Wow, it's an hour and a half. So I guess I'm not gonna color. I'm gonna get up from here and do some running around the house to make up for sitting here for so long. That's what I'm gonna do. For watching live or on the replay, I appreciate you. And be sure to share in the comments so I can like say hey, and also like visit your channel and check out what you do, and hope anything I showed here helped. And have a good night. Bye bye. Bye, Bubbles. That's a Bubbles move.